And welcome back to part 11 of the What If Tsunade adopted Naruto. So, last time on Naruto What If, the Hidden Sand and the Hidden Sound had invaded the Hidden Leaf. However, everything had ultimately set itself right. However, there were also some sacrifices. Lord Hokage did have to sacrifice his life. Tsunade had also been decided to take over the position on a little bit of advice from Sarutobi. And Orochimaru had been defeated. Legitimately, his soul had been sealed away by the Shinigami in this version. Now, has he gone for good? Well, given what I just said there, clearly there's a way to bring him back that I'll probably address later on. Maybe in this version, this video, and probably in the next one. So, anyway, we last left off with Naruto and Jiraiya basically being tasked with, hey, there's this new village being created in the Land of Waves. And they're looking for an emissary for peace negotiations, for an alliance. So, hey, that's pretty cool. That's sweet. All right. Wait, Land of Waves, that's where Inoue is. Does that mean, yeah, it sounds about right. Sweet. I can't wait to see it. It's like, yeah, get packing, kid. We're also going to be doing some training while we're on the road. That being said, you're also going to have one other escort going with you. It was really upon recommendation or, requesting from them. Given the history, it made sense. Like, wait, who? Then, no, you'll see. You'll meet them at the gate. So, like before, Naruto... I pretty much summed up what Naruto was going to do. He said, I'm going to be gone for a little bit, but when you're all healed up and I get back, maybe we could, hang out or something like that. And, I mean, like a... wait, so, like, you're asking me on a date? It's like, well, I guess we could call it a date. Sure. It's like, yeah, go date with Naruto, good, yeah, ow! Anyway, they go to the front gate, and lo and behold, who's waiting there? Some guy I really haven't utilized since I brought him to the village in this series. Haku's there! Of course Haku's going to go, because Zabuza is the leader now of the Hidden Wave. By the way, just to bring it up real quick, I called it the Hidden Village in the Bridge. A lot of people were saying, you should have gone with the Village in the Waves. The only reason I didn't is, it makes sense, the other names. Like the village hidden in the clouds, the hidden cloud village is hidden in the clouds. The village hidden in the leaf is hidden in the forest. The village hidden in the sand is hidden in a desert. The village hidden in the mist, large amount of mist. The village hidden in the stones is hidden in mountains. Technically speaking, the village, the wind village, the land of waves isn't actually hidden in waves. In fact, it has a lot of mist itself. One second. Japanese word for waves, because I had to redo this video. So wave. Okay, I had to redo this video, and I couldn't think of the Japanese word for Nami. Okay, that's pretty easy. So the Nami Kage is what Zabuza would have been considered, or what Zabuza would be considered. So anyway, they go off, and he's saying, "Well, we're on our way, kid. Try this out. It's part of your training." What's this supposed to do? You're supposed to break it. Watch. Pop. See, I did that with my chakra. Now you try that and pop. What? And it's like, yeah. What's next? What? And then Naruto just looks at him incredulously. Tsunade's my mom. You think she wouldn't have taught me chakra control? You've seen my chakra scalpels. Plus, I have wind. Do you think it's that hard for me to do that? Do it a couple more times. It'll be pop, pop, pop. Okay, so try this one outside. I didn't think we'd get there, but fortunately I kept the ball in just in case. Wait, what am I supposed to do with this? This! Pop! Oh, alright, well, it's like, yeah, not so easy. Now, as a kid, yeah, Naruto can't do it. So Naruto's going to be spending some time on that. Haku, meanwhile, is just enjoying the trip. Chatting with Jiraiya, all that. They get to this village. They do stop off for the night in the village that, I can't remember the name of the village, but the town they stopped in between the Tsunade arc and between looking for Tsunade and the Leaf. So Haku and Naruto just sitting in the room. Jiraiya goes off to chase the skirt. Tachi and Kasami show up, and Haku, having been raised by Zabuza for so long, does have a bit more sense of danger. So he said, "Wait, Naruto." Say, I'll answer the door. All right, fine, I'll work on this. It's like, can I help you? They're a little surprised, like, yes, we were looking to speak with Naruto. Naruto? I don't believe any... Oh, Naruto, yes, sorry. Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me just check if he's available. Did that girl just close the door on us? I believe she did. I also think she is a he. Wait, how can you tell? Intuition. Knock, knock. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. How can we help you? We'd like you to come with us. We'd like Naruto to come with us. You're more than welcome to as well. You seem able. If you're so inclined. Well, I mean, we don't. Naruto, what are you really thinking? Then Tachi's. Tachi, what the hell did you? They're shadow clones. They made a getaway through the window. Let's go. And then, we gotta get Jiraiya. We gotta get Jiraiya now. I was like, Haku, hold up. What's the big deal? I don't know what the deals of those guys are, but I know who one of them was. It was, wait, what do you mean? It was, Kasami just crashed in front of them. Running away now, huh, little boy? Oh, that was a sneaky trick. I was like, Kasami, what was Kasami's last name? Kasame, it was like, it began on an H. Hoshikage? Kisame. One second. Kisame and Naruto. Kisame, yeah, Hoshigaki. Kisame Hoshigaki. He's one of the he was a former member of the Seven Swordsmen. Oh, crud, you mean like Zabuza? Exactly. Oh, so you guys know Zabuza, huh? How is the eyebrowless little friend of ours, huh? With the big old butcher's blade and all that. He doing well? And, he's just kind of laughing at Kasami. We're not here to fight. Cause any more trouble than yet. Do you want to bring Jiraiya down on us? Now, Naruto, why don't you be a good boy and come with us? We'd rather not have to kill any of these innocent civilians. And it's like, and then, shadow, yeah, no. And then, he throws a shuriken. Tachi just gets out of the way, disappears in, the whole crow, and then Naruto, hold on 1 second, pops out of the Genjutsu, thanks to a little chakra boost from the fox. He's quite skilled for a child his age. Brings out the chakra blades, just, So he eventually, gets through there, and, or gets through there. He eventually, comes in, he can't hit Itachi. Itachi's like, no, this is pointless. I guess I'll have to subdue you then, won't I? Now, here's the question. The whole scenario with the Jonins that'll leave, that happened. Do I think Sasuke would get involved with this? No, I actually don't. And here's why. Again, Sasuke is not as rash as he is in the original. He's rash, don't get me wrong. But I also think they would at least be keeping their mouths shut a bit easier. Plus, with Tsunade there, Tsunade would be able to immediately wake Kakashi up. So there's no Kakashi being laid out or anything like that. Therefore, they can hide the fact Itachi was there. So no, Sasuke does not show up. However, there is Haku there, and Haku decides to do like a multifaceted, omnidirectional, that's the word I was looking for, omnidirectional ice needle attack. Oh, you're an ice user, huh? I thought you guys were all extinct. So there's a few members of the Yuki clan left, huh? At least that's the believed last name of Haku, anyway. And Haku's just like, it's not Yuki, it's Momochi, and then ice style, and then he just wraps the the needles return to his arms. Ice, and it's like ice style, and then all of a sudden Itachi's like, Kasame, move! It's like exploding shards. I'm just making this up on the top of my head right now. Exploding ice shards, and then all of a sudden the needles explode and explode again into tiny needles coming out. It's like, Kasami has to get a couple of them. He's able to block most of them because they're still chakra infused, but he does get a couple. And what's the best way to put it? You ever have one of those really fine cactus needles in you, and like stuck in you, and just can't get, like, you gotta go like to get at it? I imagine it's something like that, where it's like, it's like really, really irritating pain. So it's like the bigger ones still are doing more like solid damage, but the little ones are just like, fortunately it's water though, so a little melt, but it's still like, and it's like irritating too. Just, damn, my arm won't stop. This little brat's dead, and then boom. You think foolish women can do some eye charms, but women fall before me. I may not look like it, but it's my specialty. For I am Jiraiya the Giant. Everyone just kind of got that switch up. Boing. It's like, we're done, Kasami. Oh, you're not going anywhere. And then that whole scenario goes the same. So, cut to after the fact. What's going on now? Well, they spend an extra day there just to, make sure everything's good. Kasami and Itachi are pretty much, long gone at this point. Naruto eventually does get down the ball. With a little bit of aid from Haku, he's just, but you gotta try focusing on one point, and then boom, pops. So now Naruto's focusing mostly on just, the final phase of the Rasengan. They're walking through. They had to take the route essentially that they did in the original Team 7 route. They go through the mist, and it's like, we're getting close according to the location of the Land of Waves. So I wonder where, and all of a sudden, some chains and some kunai pop out, and these two figures with a chain connected between them are just standing on guard. It's like, state your business right now. And he's like, we're emissaries from the Hidden Leaf Village, here to talk about a peace treaty with the Hidden Wave. What do you think? You think we should trust them? And then Haku's noticing the silhouette, and the voice like, Gozu? Mizu? And then, wait, you know us? It's like, who are you? And then Haku? It's like, oh my god, Haku, you little crap, come here, you! And then, they just, gah. So, it is the Demon Brothers. Now, I chose to bring him back because the only thing we know about him is they were arrested. It's very possible Zabuza could have gotten them out at some point. So, yeah, it made sense, too. They worked with Zabuza, so they were two individuals Zabuza actually trusted. So, you say, sorry about the formalities there, and sorry about the bit of a harsh intro. Nah, it's understandable. You're a new village, and you need to keep on guard. Yes, no, please come with us. Now, the way the setup for the Hidden Wave Village worked, you got the bridge, and you have the bridge, and they're still working on construction for the actual wall for the Hidden Wave Village, because they don't need the because it's still pretty recent. You're not going to get through that building all. Although I imagine Zabuza probably would have found a couple Earth users to heighten the building of the wall to some degree. But the way the wall would essentially work to encompass the actual area of the village, I think it would work. It would look like your standard wall, large top with a walkway, but because they're a fishing town and they're right next to the ocean, there's probably going to have some docks that when they're being possibly invaded, they'll slam down immediately with a door. But there's going to be docks for boats and all that. So they're in the middle of working. Right now there's some makeshift one probably used by some Earth users. So they're marveling. It's like, wow, this is really impressive. Yeah, it's only the starting model though. We're looking to expand upon it as soon as we can get some extra manpower and builders in here. Maybe a couple more Earth users if we find anyone else who wants to join, or any of the newbies end up being pretty good at it. So wait, so how large is your ninja force? It's a fair question. Unfortunately, we're still starting out. our ninja school really is only getting started. We only have a couple, maybe half a dozen kids right now training in it. But there's us. Zabuza is obviously the Namikaze, and he's not getting any weaker either. He's proving himself. He even promoted this Jonin. Unfortunately, we're still stuck at the gate most of the time. Only rarely do we actually ever get a mission. But now I'm not going to go over the names of every character there is, because frankly, most of them probably wouldn't matter. Let's just say that Zabuza probably knew a fair amount of people who maybe defected from the Mist, as well as maybe he's probably met some other defected ninjas as well. That being said, Zabuza, we actually know Zabuza wasn't actually an evil guy. He was a harsh dude, and he was the villain, the antagonist for the first arc, but he's not actually an evil guy. So I imagine Zabuza would like to have at least found out the intention of some people, and if he didn't want their mentality, if they were insane, if they were like a Akatsuki kind of a character, like a Heidan or a Didera for some reason, or Sasori, no, he wouldn't have allowed him in there. And if they tried anything, he would have killed them. So I imagine we only got maybe a dozen, maybe 20 at most at the moment, but they're all defecting Chunin or Jonin who just who just weren't happy with the way things were going in their village or the ninja system as a whole. So they defected here. We're kind of a village of misfits, I suppose. The rejects found their own home at last. So eventually, they walk over to the makeshift Namikage, I guess. Yep, and we're still working on this too. We're working on a lot of stuff. You seem to be coming along for a new village. Yeah, we're doing our best here. And the industries at this place and Naruto points out, this place looks far better than when we left it. Oh yeah, ever since Tsunade, built that bridge, these guys have been able to make some pretty good bank on some trade goods, and they got a couple deals going. It's working out well. We're even talking about a whole deal with the Lane of Snow. It's working out pretty well. So all of a sudden it's like, yeah, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Tsunade, Hey, kid, how you doing? It's been a while. It's like, wow, it's amazing how everything's... Yeah, I never thought this place could turn into a ninja village, but here we are. So Zabuza explains that, I'm not only the master bridge builder, I'm the primary advisor to the Namikaze himself. Seems he trusts my judgment. More like nobody else wanted the chance. And Mason goes, it's like, yeah, no one else really wanted the job. He's the only one who could actually tolerate Zabuza. It's like, what did you say? It's like, nothing, sir. So the old kook may be stubborn, but he's got some good points sometimes. Zabuza! There you are, Brett, and Jiraiya of the Sun. It's an honor. It's like, Zabuza, Haku. And Haku goes up and, stops for a second. Zabuza just looks at him, and, he gives the father, it's good to see you. Good. I hope you haven't been slacking off. Not at all. Not at all, father. So you wish to talk to us about peace treaties. That's right. Please, flood this way. So they start just talking over peace treaties. I think it's only fair that they do that. You're talking about it, catching up a little bit when it's all said and done. Like this seems like it'd be an acceptable arrangement for us. It's like yes, and it's like as a good a message of good faith, we'll send it over maybe a half a dozen or so. Even though we're in a bit of a jam as well, I think we can afford a half a dozen or so of ours to help integrate into your village and help its growth. That would seem fair. And then Haku's kind of looking pleased, like. If it's okay with the Hokage, I suppose Haku here would definitely be a apt starting point there. I was like, well, we'll send a messenger hawk. It might take a day or two. Or I'll send it, or Jiraiya would just say, I'll send a toad. It might take a day or two for us to get the results back, so you can stay here as our guest. Hey, that's sweet. If you need any help building stuff, I can definitely help. Oh, that's right. You can do that shadow clone thing, huh? That's right. That's right. So tell me, kid. And he actually looks at Naruto, and he's sizing him. I was like, you've gotten stronger, I can tell. I'm not going to stay the same weakling forever. So how about it then, kid? How about what? You want to test out that strength? Wait, are you? It's like, yeah, why not? I haven't had a good match in a while. Plus, you're not the only one who's been training. I may have been I think he was an A class then, wasn't he? Hold on, let me check that real quick. Luckily, it's literally one click away. Was he an S class or an A class? Classification, missing nin. Because all the Akatsuki were S class. Like Kasame is an S class. Because Zabuza was not a Kage level fighter, but he was a very powerful. But he was certainly a Jonin, no doubt about it. But you train long enough, and then you can become a Kage level fighter. And as it stands, I'd say Zabuza, with the amount of training he's probably done, now Zabuza's only shown chakra nature was water. However, I do imagine most Jonin can use other chakra natures outside of just their primary. In fact, most ninja can do that too. It just takes training. I imagine Zabuza probably has a secondary element. And to go with water, wind I don't think is something that suits him. I'm going with something that kind of suits his personality. I also don't think he's a lightning user. I'd have to put him either between fire and earth. If I'm going to go be the leaning man, I'll say fire. So, so Jiraiya, it's like, Jiraiya, can I? It's like, well, we got nothing better to do. Plus, I want to see the results of your training as well, kid. So, him and Zabuza have a match. Now, to be fair, it's not going to be a death match. Now, better come at me with the intent to kill, kid. It's like, well, are you going to do the same? Of course. Don't worry. I'll stop myself just short of actually killing you. So Naruto and Zabuza square off, and Jiraiya says, go! And Naruto immediately goes into his Chakra Wind Blades, and, clever. However, and then he just pulls out his sword and channels Fire Chakra from it. It's like, I see you advance your element. But guess what? And he's just got a white-hot flaming blade, which when the wind hits, only enhances it further. It's like, what the? It's like, I thought you were a water user. Come on, kid. You think I'd only stick with one type? If I'm going to be a Kage, I've got to be a little more balanced than that. And then just come, bats Naruto aside. And Naruto, meanwhile, readjusts himself again. Does a couple clones. Come out again. It's like, you're still doing the same tactics, kid. I thought you would have improved. And then all of a sudden, Naruto's point blank. Like, Wind Scar! And then, or what was it? Burning Wind Cross. That's what I called the technique. To which Zabuza basically puts his blade up flat again, but this time he actually gets a couple nicks on his shoulder. I see. That's a cute little trick, kid. And then all of a sudden, he grabs Naruto, but Naruto runs for Naruto, but Naruto actually grabs that, And all of a sudden, Naruto just tornado fist. Oh crap! Explosion! Whoa! Just slams Naruto on the ground. Wind dispersed kind of explosion, which does push Zabuza back. Ugh, if I hadn't done that, I'd actually be in serious trouble. That's impressive, kid. Ow! And then basically, he is able to force enough chakra using it into his hands to be like, okay, healing that up. So yeah, you really have improved. Now my turn. Water style, multi, or what would I call this one? Not a multi-water whip, but what I would imagine is he's basically like multiple octopus tentacles coming from sources of water to snag an opponent. Just all of a sudden, so water style, octopus trap. Oh, that's a good one. Octopus trap. So just grabs it and he's like, "Got you now, kid." And he's like, "Yeah." It's like, and game, set, and all of a sudden Naruto's just focusing as hard as he can. Compress the chakra, compress it. And all of a sudden, that orb is just sitting in his hand. Rasengan! He's able to use enough strength to rip one of the tentacles off. Just, boom! Kratos going, what the hell? And Jiraiya's like, the bread actually did it. I'm going to say it's been about 2 weeks. 2 weeks? And Aka's just like, whoa! It's like, meanwhile, the Naruto's like, ha! How's that, Zabuza? And then Zabuza's just laughing. All of a sudden, you really have improved, Brett. But still, all of a sudden, Naruto feels the blade on his throat. You got a long way to go. And the water clone just appears. Ah, darn it. You almost had me there, kid, for a moment. Kid. It's impressive. He knows Zabuza's compliment. He's like, man, you're right. I still got a long way to go. I was like, I must say, from everything I've heard, you're just as strong as I've heard, if not stronger. Like I said, I can't be the Namikaze as I was. I gotta be the Namikaze as I want to be. If that sentence makes any sense. Basically, he can't stay as he is. He wants to be a Kage. He's got to get stronger. And I think I actually liken Zabuza's mentality. I think to a bit like Kenpachi from Bleach. It's like, I want to, it's when it was all said and done, when he finally found a goal he wanted to get stronger. And it had been a long time since I felt that way. It's like he wanted to get stronger, so he focused on getting stronger. The word comes back, and they agree to let Haku stay. Plus, they'll send a couple Chunin and maybe a Jonin there over for at least a 6-month basis to help improve status of the village, help with the training. And so, they're all ready to leave, wishing each other goodbye. Haku's staying. Like, it's been a good seeing you again. It was good seeing you again, Brett. Stay strong and keep that ever going. What would be the term? Never lose that spirit and keep a stiff back. And he's like, right. We'll see. I'll catch you later, Haku. Yes. Don't worry. I will. Don't worry. I will return. It's like this has been informative. Thanks a lot. All of a sudden, one kunai comes at Naruto from a distance, but it's not even there. It's not even aiming properly at him. So Naruto just, what was that? It's like, darn it! That was closer than last time. He's like, Inari? He's like, yeah, I almost had you, bro, Naruto and Ichigo. Oh yeah, this is one of the promising students from the academy. And it's like, you said you're a ninja? Yeah, after seeing what you guys did, I want to be a ninja who protects people, and be able to defend my home and my mom, and my grandpa, and everyone else. I'm going to be a ninja just as awesome as you, and now they got just as awesome as you, Naruto. Nissan is like, oh, and Naruto's like, oh, kid, seems like you're rubbing off on people, kid. All right, well, we got to get in. All right, later. It's like, you didn't even stay. And Naruto's like, oh, you're going already? Well, where have you been? Oh, I've been training at home the whole day. And you did something to stop seeing me. We were busy. Sorry. So they'll head back. Meanwhile, a figure sits in a room, just. Lord Orochimaru, are you okay? No, I am not okay, Kabuto. Ever since my resurrection, my power is waned so. It seems the transfer must happen soon. Bring me either one of them, Sasuke or Hinata. I need them. I need them soon. Otherwise, I'll have to wait another 3 years. So why is Orochimaru still here? Well, we're going to basically just explain that to end off the chapter. It's shown that Orochimaru does have parts of his soul still in things like the curse mark placed along those lines. There are individuals that he has in his base that have the curse mark, specifically the Heaven Seal curse mark and the Earth Seal curse mark. Now, Hinata has the Heaven, and it's mostly in remission. Like, it's better off than Anko's is. Anko's barely rears its head every now and then either, but Hinata's definitely probably just because of the nature of who she is. But Kimimara's is considered to be one of equal power, and I would imagine that would be the other. Now, I don't know if it works the same with the other curse marks like he gave the Sound 4. I'm going to assume it doesn't because the Heaven's Seal curse mark was a very unique one. So I'm going to assume that only Kimimara's is a comparable, or Anko's. So, or obviously Hinata's, but they can't get Hinata or Anko at the moment. So, they had to use Kimimaro. Sacrifice. Actually, really, they didn't sacrifice Kimimaro because that didn't kill Anko in the process either. Unfortunately, I think the curse mark might have been one of the few things helping him stay stable, so I doubt Kimimaro will last pretty much at all. Like, we will not see Kimimaro live much longer, and he's now weakened. So if we get the whole Sound Force stuff, which I'm kind of implying we are, even if he shows up, he's not going to be anywhere near as strong as he was. So that brought Orochimaru back. However, in the state that he was in and the way they had to do it in this case, it's just they really what they were doing wasn't bringing Orochimaru's full body back like they did with a chunk of Orochimaru's flesh from Kabuto and Anko's curse mark. What they were doing was essentially just bringing back a little bit of Orochimaru's soul and power and memory and life, essentially. And it's there, but he's extremely weak. His body is also still suffering also from the effects. So he's in a bad state right now. He has to essentially go out and send the Sound 4 for one of the two. And that's what we're leaving off in part 11. Who is the Sound 4 getting? Where will they find them? And will they go willingly? The answer to both of those is probably going to be no. Until then, though, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for Win, Star Wars, Superhero, Magic, What If, anything to do on the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. I got a Who Would Win and one other video to do today. Surprisingly, I didn't think I'd have to do it till maybe tomorrow. Then I have another Magic video, spoilers tomorrow, and I'm going to go see Hustlers tomorrow. So keep your eyes out for that. Until then, thanks for watching. Later.